boys and girls, now we know that Sunday is Mother's Day, so this is what we're going to do. We are going to make a special present for your mommies for Mother's Day, but shh, it's going to be a surprise, okay? So have Daddy or maybe Grandma or Grandpa, somebody help you with this, okay? So if Daddy can help you, this way we can keep it a surprise for Mommy. All right, we have a couple of things that we're going to do. Okay, the first thing, I want you to take this picture here. Okay, this is your vase. Now you can use any color you want. I want you to color the vase, but do your super, super best job, okay, because we're making a present for Mommy. Now you can color the vase any color you want. Okay, you can make it all different colors if you want. You can make it all one color, all right, but I want you to color all inside your vase. Now you can do this with crayons if you want to use crayons, or if you have colored pencils, you can use colored pencils. That's fine, but we want to do your vase. Now don't go too dark because you want to be able to see this. This says Happy Mother's Day. All right, so color in your vase, make it real pretty color. All right, and you want to go over the whole thing, but like I said, make sure you don't press too hard because you want to be able to read those words when you're all done. All right, so we have our vase, and we're going to color that in like this. All right, and let's just put this on the side for a few minutes. All right, and now we have some flowers. All right, I'm going to take this flower here. Okay, we have 3 different papers here, so we're going to do one at a time. Let's just take one first. Okay. And it doesn't matter which one you use. Take one of the ones that have a stem on it though, okay? Take one of those first. All right, so we're gonna do, first I'm gonna take my yellow crayon, and I like to color the circle of a flower, the inside of the circle. I like to color that with my yellow crayon. I like when the inside's nice and yellow. So take your yellow crayon, and nice and dark, you're gonna color inside that yellow circle, okay? You want to do your yellow nice and dark, so that it's nice and bright, okay? So color in there. Okay, and then we'll go and we'll color the rest of that flower. Now, you can use whatever color you want. Okay, I'm just gonna use purple for this one, but you can use whatever color you wanna use. You wanna be purple or pink or red or orange or whatever. So you can make it any color you want. So we're gonna do all the petals all around, and you can make them one color, if you want to make it one color, or if you want to make a pattern, you can do 2 different colors or 3 different colors, or if you want to make each petal a different color, that's fine too, okay? Just do your very best, because remember, this is going to be a special present for Mommy. And our mommies are very, very, very special, so we want to give her a very, very special present. So make sure you're doing your very, 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 very best. All right? All right, here we go. Now, after you finish coloring this flower, now this part, those are the petals, this part is the stem. So I want you to find your green crayon. Take your green crayon, and we're going to color the stem. We're going to color in this part green. Okay? Do that. Okay, and now I'm going to put this one aside, and I'm going to take my other flower that has the stem. Okay, the other one with the stem. We're going to put this one, we're going to do the inside of that one, we're going to make that one yellow also. Okay, the inside circle, we're going to make this nice dark yellow. Press nice and hard and do your circle. You want that inside to be nice and bright, and the yellow is a good color to write over those, put over those words, so you can still see it very clearly. Okay, and now again, take a crayon, any color you want. Okay, your crayons, your colored pencils, whichever, your markers, and you're going to make this flower another color. Okay, or you can make them all the same color. If you want to make them all the same color, that's fine too. I'm going to make mine different colors, but if you want to make all your flowers the same color, you can do that. Okay, you might want to make it orange, or you might want to make it different colors. You might want to make it rainbow colors. It's up to you. Okay, this is going to be your special present for your mommy. So you can make them whatever colors you want to make your flowers. Okay, because I'm sure no matter what colors you use, your mommy is going to love it. Okay, so you're going to color in your flower, your petals. Put these in here. All right, now you remember what color we're going to make the stem? Yes, we're going to make our stem green. So take your green crayon and you're going to color in the stem green. Okay, we're going to do that. Okay, and one more piece we're going to color. I know this is a lot of coloring. You don't have to do it all at once. You could do them in stages if you want to do that. Like maybe you want to color one flower and then cut it out, color the next flower and then cut it out. That's fine. You could do it that way. Okay, and then take the last one. Now, we're going to do something really special with this one when we're all done. That's why this one does not have a stem on it. So take your yellow crayon again, and nice and dark, you're going to color in that yellow, that circle in the center there. Okay. Color that yellow circle, nice and bright. Okay, and then, again, we're going to color this flower, and you can use any color you want. I think I'm going to make this one pink, so you can make it any color you want to make it. And again, you're going to color all of your petals, make them real pretty. Make them real pretty. So if you want to do one flower at a time and then cut it out, and then go back to color the next one, that's perfectly fine. Okay? Whichever way you want to do it so that you can do your very, 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 very best job. Okay? Mommy is very, very special, so we want to make this really special present for Mommy. Okay. Takes a while when you're using skinny crayons to do a big space. Okay, so we're going to color this all in, and then I'll show you what we're going to do. Okay, almost done. Yeah, that's a lot of coloring, right? Our arms are getting tired from coloring all of that stuff. But it's okay, it's worth it because Mommy's so special, so she's worth it. All right, so now we finished coloring, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut our pieces out. Now let's start with our vase. Okay, start with our vase, and we want to cut on the outside of that big black line. So you take your scissors. Remember, we hold our scissors, thumb on top in the little hole, our other fingers on the bottom in the big hole, and you just want to open and shut. Lift up your thumb up and down, okay? Scissors always point away from your body. Take your paper, hold it in your helping hand, and we're going to look at our paper and carefully cut nice and slowly on that outside line. Okay, so cut very carefully. Make sure you're looking at your paper, and very, very carefully we're going to cut out our vase. Very, very carefully. Very, very, very carefully. Cut right on that outside line, okay? Very, very, very carefully. Okay, so here we have the vase, and it says Happy Mother's Day. All right, that's the first part we're going to cut out. Now, the next thing you want to do, you're going to take one of your flowers, okay? And take one of the ones that have the stem on it. Now, this is going to be tricky, okay? So be very careful when you're cutting this. And if you need some help, just ask, you know, your dad or an older brother, sister, grandma, grandpa, somebody to help you. Okay, so what we're going to do, see these big dark black lines? You want to stay on the dark black line. You don't want to go into those little skinny lines inside because that'll be cut with our flower part. So we're going to cut the stem very carefully, very carefully. Okay, now this is the tricky part, going around the flower petals, okay? Because you don't want to chop them off. Just turn your paper with your helping hand. Okay, go very slowly. I know you can do this, and turn your paper with your helping hand. Okay, turn your paper and follow around those black lines. Those big, dark black lines. And if you need some help, maybe Daddy can hold your hand and help you cut if you're having trouble. Okay? We don't want him to cut the whole thing out for you. I know you can do a really good job if you try. Okay? But if you need some help, especially going in these little pointy parts there, then maybe Daddy can hold your hand and guide you around a little bit. Okay? We're going to cut very carefully. Keep turning your paper. Now here's the tricky part. Okay, we don't want to chop our stem off. So you want to stop right there. And then you're going to do the rest of our stem. Okay, go to the end. And here we have one of our flowers. Okay, now take your other flower that has the stem, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to cut on the dark outside line. Okay, very carefully, cutting your pictures, cutting your paper, staying on that dark outside line, very carefully, turning your paper with your helping hand. Make sure you're looking. You don't want to chop those flower petals apart. Okay, take your time, cut carefully, slowly, carefully. Make sure you keep looking at your paper. Okay, you want to do your very, very, very best. Turn your paper with your helping hand. Very carefully. Okay, those little inside parts are very tricky. If you go nice and slowly and you look at your paper, I know you can do a super, super, super good job. Okay, take your time. And remember, you don't want to chop your stem off. Go down to the end and cut off the bottom. Okay, so here we have our other flower. And then the last one is our one without the stem. Okay, this will be a little bit easier, I think. Again, you just want to go on the outside of that dark black line. Okay, so we're going to cut this one, and then we're all done cutting. I know your hands are probably getting really tired from all that coloring and cutting, but just remember, we're making something really special for your really special mommies, okay? And Mommy is going to love, love, love this present. Wait till you see what we're going to do. Okay, we're almost done cutting. Okay, take your time, very carefully. All right, now we have all of our pieces cut out. So, now comes the fun part. Take a piece of construction paper, because any color you want, okay, any color you want. I'm just going to tack this on the board for a second here. Any color you want. Oops, where'd that go? There it is. Okay, now watch what we're going to do. Okay, just going to put that there. Get this out of the way. Now I want you to take your vase. Take your vase. Okay, I want you to turn the vase over, and we're going to put glue. Now we're not going to put the glue on the top. You see this part here where it kind of goes in a little bit? It's like skinny on the top and whiter on the bottom. We're not going to put glue on the top part yet. Okay, we're going to do that part later. Just the bottom part from like where it curves here, this wider part of the bottom. We're only going to put glue down there, not up on the top. Okay, so take your glue and roll it up a little bit, and we're going to put our glue not up here. Okay, so go from where it starts to go in a little bit, from there down to the bottom. Okay, so you might want to hold your hand there. Maybe Daddy can hold his hand there for you so you don't go past that yet. So I'm going to put glue all on the bottom of your vase, right? That big wide part of your vase. You're going to put glue on that. All right, we're going to go all the way to the bottom edge. And then what we're going to do, okay, we're going to go all the way down to the bottom of your construction paper, right in the center, and we're going to put your vase on there. Now remember, we didn't glue the top part yet. We're going to go back and do that part later. Okay, I'll show you why in a minute. All right, so we have our vase, and remember, you want to leave that part open right now. Now, this is going to be another tricky part. take your flower, okay, now this is the one that says I love. So find the flower that says I love. Can you find that one? It's one of the ones with the stem. It says I love. All right, now we're going to turn this one over, and we're going to put our glue. Again, we don't want to go on the top part of the flower. You want to do the stem and the bottom half of your flower, because what's going to happen is we're going to put it in here, and part of our flower is going to stick up over the top of your construction paper. So if you put the glue on the whole thing, it's probably going to get stuck to your table. Okay, so we only want to do the stem and the bottom half of your flower. And again, you know, Daddy can help you with this. So we'll put our glue on the stem, and glue on the stem, and then just the bottom half of your flower, like these two petals next to the stem. You want to put the glue on that. Okay, now watch what we're going to do. We're going to tuck it in. You're going to lift up your vase a little bit, and then tuck it into the vase like that. Look at that. Okay, and then press on your flower. Press on your flower, and find your other flower that has the words on it with the stem. It says you mom. Okay, you mom. Did you find that one? Okay, turn it over again, and again we'll do the same thing. Put the glue on the stem and just those two bottom petals next to the stem. We're going to put our glue on the stem, put the glue on the stem, and then in just these two petals next to the stem. Okay, because this one's going to hang off the edge of the paper also. Okay, so we'll do that, and we're going to tuck this one into the vase as well. Tuck that in there like this. Right, press it on, and now what we can do is we can go back and we can put some glue on the back of our vase, the rest of our vase here. And maybe we'll put a little bit of glue across this again. You might need Daddy to help you with this part here. Okay, so put a little glue on the back there. And now we can press on the rest of our vase. Okay. Now I know we didn't do the last one yet, and this one's going to be the real special one. Okay, take your last one, the one that does not have a stem, and we're going to put our glue all over the back, all over the whole back of this one, the whole thing. I'll show you where we're going to put it, okay? Put the glue all over the whole thing. Whoops, got to turn up a little more. Press the glue all around, go to your edges, and this one we're not tucking in. This one we're going to go right in the front here. You're going to overlap the others a little bit like this, and just press it right on the center like that. Okay, isn't that pretty? Now guess what? It says, I love you, Mom. Now again, this is where Daddy has to help you. See this circle in the middle here? There's no writing there. You know why? Because we're going to put something really special. Guess what we're going to put there? A picture of you. Okay? So Dad, find a picture of your child and cut it out for them and put it right there in the center. All right? So our vase for Mommy says, I love you, Mom. And then Daddy's going to take a nice picture of you, and Daddy can glue your picture right there in the center. It says, Happy Mother's Day. And then down here somewhere, you can write your name if you can write it by yourself. If you can't write it by yourself, that's fine. Ask Daddy, and Daddy will hold your hand, and he'll help you write it, okay? So it says, I love you, Mom. You're going to put your picture there. It says, Happy Mother's Day. And you know what? Your mom is going to love this. She's going to keep it forever. Happy Mother's Day.